Yes, but I don't
Kolkata
see
Knight
your team
Riders.
smiling very well.
Well, my coaches are they will find a way. They will find a way. But I like they went for a lot of players. I
So,
see a lot of I see the best thing was the Shreyas Iyer. Let's be honest.
He is in a
They
form
needed
of
this.
his
They
life,
everybody,
man.
needed a
yeah,
captain, and he's in a red hot
He's
form.
really, really good form.
You need that kind of player, Indian core, a good future prospect as well. So let's start with first of all, how was your reaction when you found out Shreyas Iyer was the captain of Kolkata, and
no, pretty
they went for 12 point something, right? 12.75 crore.
12.5,
5
yeah,
crores.
something like that.
Yeah. Do you think he's gonna perform
Goodbye.
well?
I think he will, like, Shreyas Iyer quality better. Nothing to talk about
And
that.
he's
But
in a good
it
form
was
this time.
expected. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
expected that Kolkata may go for Shreyas Iyer. Goodbye for the amount that they paid. 12.75, totally worth it for somebody like who's going to lead your side for long term, right?
What about Nitish Rana
Okay.
then? He went for 8.75.
Little steep, but again they wanted some.
Do you think
Again, they
it's a
wanted
steal
somebody.
or more?
No, it's not a still. Little stiff.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
so they
definitely.
wanted
Nitish Rana, but
somebody. Yeah, they
what
wanted
happened with
somebody
the KKR?
in front of Nitish Rana or Rahul Tripathi,
Rahul
and
Tripathi.
they went for
Hmm.
Nitish Rana.
Also, is a lefty. He has been there
Where
for a
did
long
Rahul
time.
Tripathi went?
Sunrisers.
All right. Oh, okay.
Sunrises,
Okay.
yes, Sunrises. I believe why they didn't let Rana go, because they made a mistake before of letting Suryakumar Yadav go, and you see the price. Rana and Suryakumar Yadav has same price.
Yeah.
If you
So
see right now,
Rana
it's 8 crore. And
has been part of Mumbai setup, right? So again, good player.
yeah, so he was with Mumbai, and Suryakumar was with KKR, and they replaced it. And now you see, and so they don't want someone like Indian core who has this much of experience with the lefty, as well as he's a kind of player McCollum likes.
And he's sending
He's not a player who will give you
He
120 or
can toss.
110 strike rate.
He can toss the ball if needed.
Exactly, and he has shown that he can win the matches. He can stay in the situation. He can be that stable head in a top order. So let's start with the playing 11 then. It's going to be tough. So let's see. So let's start with of course Venki Iyer will
Yeah.
be the first choice. And what do you think the second?
Venkat will also feel the pressure of second season. A lot of people
Yes,
have now looked
like
at him.
Ruturaj Gaikwad.
Ritwik Gaikwad. He needs to
Yeah.
perform for a Kolkata to do well.
Yeah. But what a turnaround this guy had, like in half a season, like from 20 lakhs to 4 crore. Was that 4 crore?
No, I
Leave alone the money. He was not even close
no
to the
8
Indian
crores
team. Now
actually. 8 crores.
he's
8 crores.
he's featuring
Wow.
Indian team.
Like just
Yeah,
half a season, not even full season.
half season in
That's
Dubai.
incredible.
I think Dubai changed his life.
Yes.
So second option, I was thinking, okay, I know Alex Hells is not a part of KKR anymore, and Aaron
No.
Finch is coming to KKR.
Yes.
And
So
my theory is, I think they will start with Aaron Finch. The only reason behind is McCullum likes those kind of player who goes out and at the first
Yeah.
6 overs, they play their shots and
And
don't
Aaron
get boring.
Flynn just
Just
won
like that. And he
T20 World
also,
Cup.
there
They
you
just
go.
won
That
T20
was my
World Cup.
point. Yeah, he also won T20 World Cup, as he has experience. He's a confident player now. The
Yes.
only thing is he hasn't played IPL. He hasn't, performed really well in
Yes.
IPL. That's the only thing. And I hope seriously, Aaron Finch um, will go longer with the KKR, because he's a
Yes.
kind of a player KKR needs with Venki Iyer,
Yeah.
because he's still young, and Aaron Finch is
Yes.
an experienced player. So let's assume Finch is gonna start, even though he selected very late. He
Yes.
was replacement. Uh,
Finch has played like eight IPL teams. This is his
yep.
ninth IPL
ninth.
team.
It's a ninth or eighth.
Ninth,
Meaning he
ninth
has
actually.
not played his Chennai Super Kings, right?
He only did.
Finch.
Okay,
He didn't only didn't play Chennai Super Kings.
and that even because there was a Gujarat Lions at that time.
Exactly.
Okay, so
Aaron
let's
Finch,
what Shreyas Iyer for sure. Any
Shreyas
doubt?
Iyer, and
Yep.
no doubts there. if there is a doubt there,
Yes,
then
Rana, yeah.
Kolkata
They can
big
replace each
problems
other,
there.
Rana and Iyer, depending on who's gone, who's get wicket,
Okay.
right?
Now,
So
now,
lefty
now, so
goes
that
and Rana.
yeah, now that you have put Aaron Finch up there, who will be your wicket keeper?
Sam
So yeah, the wicket.
Billings.
I think
Sam Billings, I think is
Sheldon Jackson would be the choice only because you will have a
that's
lot
right.
of other foreigners there.
That's right.
You
So if
cannot
they
choose.
have Billings as their wicket keeper, then Narayan and Russell can't play together.
That makes sense. Yeah, they will go with Jackson then. Yeah, and if
No,
something
Jackson
happens
is
to
an Indian
Jackson,
player. He's an Indian player. So I think if they go with the Jackson, then they can go with Russell and as well as Narine and Pat
oh,
Cummins. So Aaron Finch, Cummins, Narine, and Russell. That's my four.
Okay, and
Because
then Jackson.
I think Russell will definitely will have more balls to play
Okay,
if he's playing.
they may shuffle, but again, part of the team.
Yes, yeah,
Jackson will
and
start. You see Jackson playing the first game?
they don't have any other option. If they go with the Sam Billings, and I think they can go with the Sam Billings only if Russell is not fit or maybe because
Because
they need
Pat Cummins
someone.
is because Pat Cummins may not be available for the first game.
Okay, then there is a chance. Then yeah, there is a chance of playing Sam Billings here instead of they can play Aaron Finch as well as Sam Billings if Pat Cummins is not coming because they can go with the Indian pace bowler or they can go with the team Southie then. They were team Southie to replace Pat
oh, they
Cummins.
have Team Saudi as well. Wow.
Yeah, he's a good swinger
I think
bowler and he can give
I
you off
think
run in 3 overs.
they will go for with Sam Billings. They will go with Sam Billings and they will put more trust on somebody like Shivam Mavi to give them that
Shioma will
overs at
definitely
there.
play and he's going to
Or
be
so so
a
if you
part.
want to replace Pat Cummins, you can also have somebody like Umesh Yadav. Pretty similar, not the
Yeah.
quality, but
Yeah, yeah, it's possible. So okay, so let's assume the whole season, not just the first or 1 or 2 games. Let's assume that Pat Cummins is there, everyone is there, Russell is fit, even though you don't think he's going to be fit for 14 games. We'll assume the backups later. Let's assume the playing 11 first, and let's see how good they have done. So Jackson will be the part of this team if they are playing with all Pat Cummins and Russell and Narin, right? That is correct.
Yes.
And we haven't seen Sheldon Jackson's batting that much in.
he is a good player. See, he has not given enough. He has not had enough opportunities. He has been with Kolkata for a while now, but not the best. Like if you had to choose between Billings and Sheldon Jackson for their batting, I think Billings will have the go.
Uh,
Because you
and
see, Sheldon Jackson is already, I think, 35, 36 years old. So he's in the dusk of his career.
okay, I guess so. Let's assume right now Cummins is there, and also I think they're gonna miss few players like Lockie Ferguson.
Yes, he was a great
I,
player. Yeah.
I I like that guy. He had a really good pace, and also he
So
was
you,
bowling a little bit
so
slower
you
ball
wanted
sometimes.
like if you were to choose between Pat Cummins and Lockie Ferguson, who would
I
you
would go
have
with
gone
the
with?
Ferguson.
Ferguson for sure.
Yeah, even though I love Cummins and he
Because
has
they can
he's
get somebody like they can get somebody. I understand they paid only 7 crores for Pat Cummins as compared to 15 last season, but they
Mhm.
can get somebody like Pat Cummins in the domestic Indian circuit. Let's say Umesh Yadav or Ishant Sharma can do the job for them, similar to Pat Cummins. But for Lockie Ferguson to be replaced, it's tough.
That's true.
Yes.
And also, if you want to go with the Australian pace, then you should go with Hazelwood. Hazelwood has done a lot of, he has balled really well in T20 as compared to Cummins, I would say.
Very accurately. Yeah.
Accurate as well as, he has picked up a lot of wickets in T20 World Cup.
But they
Yes.
wanted to
So,
retain that core and they want to retain the loyalty thing
Mm,
with
yeah,
Pat Cummins. Yeah.
we don't keep that in mind, but I think team management likes those kind of players in the management and not the management
Yes.
or like core
And
of.
again, the Pat Cummins will be the part of that leadership group, right? So that is something you may not get with Hazelwood.
Right, that's true.
So
And also, don't forget he's number one bowler. I think in Test cricket.
in test cricket.
so
Yeah.
they got all both of their Australian captains here, white ball, red ball.
That is right. That is right. And they have a McCullum as a coach, so New Zealand Australian.
I think Shreyas Iyer has a good
Good coaching staff.
relationship with the coaching staff, and they wanted them to go after him. So I think it's a good choice that Shreyas Iyer will be leading this side.
Yeah. I think so. Before Shiva Mavi, they will go with Umesh Yadav. They will.
Who will bowl at the end? Who
experience.
will bowl at the
Definitely
death?
will. No, Shivam will
I think
definitely
Mavi
take.
will start because they don't have any death bowlers, right?
I
You
think so.
will need to bank
Umesh Yadav has more experience. Shiva Mavi is not
up
that
front.
experienced.
You remember that season when Umesh Yadav was on fire against Mumbai Indians, picked 3 wickets in the power play?
No, I
Sorry,
do not.
who?
He picked three wickets in the power play. I think 2018. He was playing for Bangalore. I think he knocked out Surya Kumar Yadav, Ishan Kishan, and Rohit Sharma in the power play. He's a good bowler up front. I think more like Deepak Chahar.
Yes.
He struggles in the death.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, I did a mistake here of I put Venkatesh Iyer on the top without any number, so that's why I was confused. You know why I'm missing one player here.
So, got all 11?
No, one player is still missing. I think Umesh Yadav, or we can go with the one batsman.
So So do you think Narayan play all 14 and Russell play all 14?
I don't think so. I think Naren can play because he's a spinner. He's not gonna affect that much. But I
Quality
think
has degraded. Narayan is not the player he was like 4 years back, even 6 years back, right?
But I think so. He's
So
building
and
it back again. Like he lost
Mumbai
his
surface for
edge when the action was called.
he was not best in that India leg of things last IPL, but he took advantage of the UAE condition at the
Yes.
second half. But
Yes.
now they are playing in Mumbai, so I'm not very sure.
it's going to be tough for Naren. But I think he's a quality. He knows how to.
He was their retention. I think there will be little pressure. Like if you retain the player, why don't you play him in the starting?
That's right.
That's true.
So there are big holes in this team moving forward. This time they may still do well or will be fine, but moving forward they need to find good substitutions for their players who are in the other half of their careers.
Yeah.
Let's
I think so.
assume.
If Sunil Narayan doesn't do well in 4-5 games, they will replace it with
Adam
Mohammad Nabi.
Zampa is a very capable player who can replace Narayan if they have that eye to look at that direction.
I think so.
Adam
Mohammad
Zampa,
Nabi.
yes.
Mohammad Nabi can replace
Mohammad
Narayan.
Nabi, yes. Narayan, yeah, he can even give you something like with the bat.
Exactly.
Nabi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there is a replacement for Naren. Also, there is a replacement for Russell, right? Let me
What
see.
he can do with them is he can get somebody like Anukul Roy for Narayan.
Or
Not
Rinku
the
Singh.
same quality. Rinku Singh just bats, he does not bowl. So he can
Yeah.
get Anukul Roy, good fielder, gun fielder, can bat little bit, can bowl, and even get somebody like who else they got here. So if they need an extra bowler, have you heard about Rasik Salam?
I haven't.
I haven't either.
Okay, Rasik Salam is this guy from Kashmir. Okay, Mumbai Indians picked him in 2018 auction, played the first game, and I think he gave away 40-50 runs in his 4 overs.
Okay.
Now, what Mumbai Indians did is he moved this guy from Kashmir to Mumbai, took care of him all the practice and training, and gave him a rope in Mumbai, settled him in Mumbai, took care of everything, and now they didn't pick him.
Wow.
I was
I have
surprised
no-
why
they-
they didn't.
when you have money, you can do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. But I
Indians
don't
is this,
understand
right?
why.
So
It's
so he's a good
they should have
bowler.
gone with.
He's a good bowler. Like he's matured. Like he was suspended for a year or two for the age fraud thing,
Age
and
fraud,
now
yeah.
he's back. Yeah. So keep an eye if he plays. So Kolkata desperately needs somebody like what Venkatesh Iyer did last season for them to do this season, but in their bowling department because it looks kind of weaker. If Russell is not your death bowler, who will be that guy? Because Russell had an amazing season last year in the death. He picked, I think, against Mumbai Indians, he picked three, four wickets,
Yes.
death overs. overs, right?
He did.
So
He did.
every time you may not have that season, right? And that time you were playing in Chennai, so that slower ball worked very well. But now in Mumbai, I'm not very sure.
Also, don't forget, um, they they have a nubby, right? But they can even, let's say they don't go with Aaron Finch, they can go with any Indian player there. Let's say Rana can
So they got
openly
Rahane.
with
They got
Rahane as
Rahane
well,
there.
but they can also go with Rana as a opener with Iyer, because they don't care about left and righty as long as they are players who can hit sixes in power plays. So because McCullum is
Yeah.
kind of a player, so he likes Iyer, Rana type player. He can open. Iyer is basically a 120 or 130 type of player, strike rate player, but he's in a different form right now, so we can say that. But they have a Rahane
Iyer
to
and
fill
Rahane
up.
can't play together if they're both 120 kindish player.
Yeah, but do you think McCullum will like Rahane as an opener when he cannot give you 140 or 150 strike rate batting? They have a
So
lot
they
of
will talk with
left-handers
Rahane.
here,
They will talk with Rahane and say if you can do the job for us, like batting quick. They will give him a long rope, and then you don't know what happens.
and
I
then
really hope
they
they
can
have
go with.
some role for Rahane.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think they really messed after the end of the first day. I think they really messed up because they spent a lot of money on Rana, Cummins, and Shreyas Iyer. And they were running after Nicholas Puran for 10 crore
For 10
while they
crores,
had
they had
only
11 crores in bag.
11 crores. I think I was surprised what the hell they were doing, because if they were, and
Glad, because you see now you
thankfully,
see
yeah,
now you
thankfully
see why
they
actually
picked
they
them.
were going for Puran. Now we can see that why they are going with
For
Puran,
Puran
because
is, I think,
they
very
didn't
stable.
know that they're lacking a wicket keeper here, and
Hmm.
Yeah,
that's a, I don't know what they did,
10 crores,
because they
like
didn't
really.
know that they need a good wicket keeper batsman, and Puran would be a perfect here, because if you see you don't have a wicket keeper option. You can leave out Aaron Finch. You can have a Rana on the top and someone Indian batsman like Rinku Singh or anyone, and put Puran in place of Sheldon Jackson. Now you see the team. It'll be perfect.
So they also have someone like Chamika Karunaratne.
Is he a bowler? Oh, sorry, he's a bat.
No, it's a bowler.
From Lanka.
Sri Lankan.
But you already have a good bowlers there. You have Umesh Yadav. He's Indian.
If they have a
You
slot
can.
for him,
Do you want to
maybe.
replace Cummins? Then there is the option. Yes. You can replace Cummins with the Southie.
Sorry, I
South is
think
available.
Karunaratne is a batsman.
Chamika Karunaratne. He's a right arm fast.
Karunaratne, isn't he is the guy who just hit the century against us? Karunaratne.
It's very confusing with that name. So
That
It's
is
very confusing.
okay. That is Dimut Karunaratne.
Dimut,
Now
yes,
this
Oh,
guy
Dimut,
is
yeah,
Chamika
Dimut.
Karunaratne.
what a
Like
funny
I
name.
understand.
Yeah.
No, it's like
Now I know
in
Bhadresh
India,
got confused.
like we got a lot of Sharmas in Indian team. They
Yeah.
also have similar surnames, right?
Okay.
I don't see any other Sharma. Ram. I don't see any other Sharma.
Not for the time being.
We have a lot of
They
Iyers
will
now.
be
We have
yes,
Iyers.
yeah.
Yes, we have years.
So okay. So how do you rate this team apart from, they don't have a wicket keeper, a good wicket keeper
Okay.
Also
batsman,
bowlers.
but they have a good quality ballers like Shivam Mavi is good. Pat Cummins,
I'll give
Suresh
6.5.
Narain. Come on, just because it's KKR.
I'm not very happy.
So
I'm not
Iyer
very
can
happy
give
with
you two. Now Iyer can at least give you more than 2 hours at least, because he has played in India and he has also bowled there.
how many overs you got?
Yeah,
2 for Iyer, 4 for Narain, and 2
Two for
for
six.
Russell.
Russell. That's
Russell.
8.
If Russell can bowl 2 hours at the death, it's definitely a different kind of team, because his death bowling is superb. So if we go with the Russell 2 hours and Iyer 2 hours, so 4 hours there, right on top six. Now you can also play one more batsman, because you have a Sheldon Jackson, which is not a proven wicketkeeper batsman in IPL. So you can
Hmm.
play one more batsman there, and you can have other fours like Cummins, Mavi, Chakravarti, and one more batsman who can also give overs if you like to do that, or just pure batsman is fine as well.
So if you want that kind of all rounder, Anukul Roy is a good option, or
Anukul
Rinku
Roy
Singh.
would be is also a good fielder. Both are good fielders actually, Rinku Singh and Anukul Roy, because you need those kind of fielders as well. So yeah, I
Okay.
think this sides look
So
good.
where are we with Varun Chakravarti? What is the status? Is he fit? Is he coming in, or what happened there?
He's fit, I think.
Yeah, he's
He
fit.
hasn't played any games after I think T20 World Cup. So I think he has to be fit, right?
He's just lost after that World Cup, right? Not even the scheme of things. Like nobody talks about him. Not even selector mentioned him once. They mentioned Rahul Chahar
He's
that he's not available for the selection, but he's like kind of lost the door. I think.
he's not mystery anymore. Used to
So
be mystery.
I
he
still
needs to
feel
add
I
a good.
still feel he has to have a
He
good
needs to
season.
have a good season.
Otherwise, he will be a second Kuldeep Yadav for KKR.
Yeah,
So who
he'll be
can
lost.
replace him? What are your replacements for him?
There's no replacement for Chakravarti. There's no
No,
spinner.
he's not.
What about this? I
Oh.
have no idea about this Indian talents, but that's a good that because of 10 teams they will have. Also, I heard about DK mentioned like Dinesh Karthik mentioned about Baba Inderjit.
Inderjit, yeah, he's a
He's a
wicket
good
keeper too. He
batsman.
can he can he can keep wickets maybe.
Oh, he's a wicket
Uh,
keeper. Is he?
Steady
Tell
batsman.
me yes.
He occasionally can keep wickets, but I'm not sure he can
Not
keep wickets to
occasionally. You don't
Narayan
need
and
occasionally.
yeah. So I'm not sure
Chakravarti,
whether he
you
can
can
keep
have that.
wickets to Narayan and Chakravarti, right?
That's
So
why I was thinking why they're not going with KS Bharat.
so
He can
but
get
again
cheaply. He
Yeah,
he
they
can
could
get a
have got,
good
but
batsman. He can also be a number three or number or in between Rana and
so
Iyer.
so here's the thing. Baba Inderjit can bat at the top of the order, right? So he can replace Rahane in that case if he wants that fiery batsman up top.
And also, if Baba Indrajit can be a new Rahul for their team, then it's perfect,
Yeah. But
right?
yeah, so you mentioned
But
KS,
Sheldon
but I
Jackson
want
will
to
play for
discuss.
sure, and they have to find a way for Sam Billings.
Yes. So you just mentioned KS Bharat. I want to discuss a couple of things about KS Bharat. So KS Bharat is in team with Rishabh Pant, right? So he is like not likely to get the game. He's starting 11, right? So
Yeah.
if I were KS Bharat, what would I think? I would be rather in somewhere else where I could get a game like KKR or the Titans who are struggling with their wicket keepers,
Right.
right?
Yeah. He would want that for sure. So like if I can give this team rating, I would give 9 out of 10. Okay,
Six,
let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's be
six,
honest. I'll
that's
I'll give
completely
7.5.
biased.
I'll give 7.5.
nine, nine. I mean, really? I would not rate nine
This
for
team will
Lucknow.
qualify. This team will qualify for playoffs. Maybe
No,
maybe he will. This team will beat Mumbai Indians.
I see
I
bottom
don't see
three.
that happening.
I see bottom three.
I
I
don't see that.
assume. We'll see on that day. We'll see on that day.
Six. I'll
What
give
about
six.
you, Bhadresh? You six,
I
right?
think it's 6.5.
6.5. I'll give
6.5.
7.5. Don't worry.
Range, yeah.
Ayer, I believe in you.
Nine.
I believe in
Not
Nakulam.
sure.
I believe in Ayers.